Hello and welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. I am your host, Ryan Gilbert. Joining me, as always, is my co-host, Joel Meyer. Joel, how are we doing today?
Doing all right. Spent some time with the family today. Had a funny conversation with my Opa. We can't get into details there just in case the rest of the family are watching. But yeah, that was it was a very entertaining afternoon anyway. But last night did not go well. I mean, we hit our first.
We hit our live bet, Joel. We got to come on and celebrate that. Yeah.
Stars in the shootout. Wyatt Johnson. Stars hit all three of their shootout shots. So that was good. But other than that, terrible, man. Like Flyers couldn't hold on. We actually managed to catch the plus 3.5 on the salami, but the salami over did not get there. Yeah, and most of the sides lost. I mean, I was betting a lot of dogs. It was a very chalky night, so yeah, it was not a good night. But yeah, ended up staying up with a friend here, drinking all night. Had some good conversations, and now we're paying the price, being a little groggy today, but ready to get back at her. So, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah, you said Flyers could not hang on. It looked good there. Michkov getting his 2 goals, going up 2-0, and then McDavid woke up in the third period.
Michkov got to celebrate his first goal 3 times. Yeah. The first time it didn't look like it was going in. They changed it to a goal, and then they challenged it, and then a stupid goalie interference challenge. Obviously, that was not going to be overturned, even though it took him like forever to come to decision. And then he got to celebrate once again. So ultimately, 3 times there for the win for old Michkov.
Yeah, apparently there was a similar goal interference that was called back in the Lightning game last night. Not sure if you watched any of that. Probably not. You were working,
yes. But I saw it on the background while we were.
People were complaining about that, but yeah, Michkov got that one, and he got the second one on the power play. So Flyers have a power play now, but yeah, they could not hold on. Glad they got a point as a Flyers fan, but of course that does nothing for our money line bets. They'll be right back at it tomorrow on Thursday night, as well most of the league. We got 11 games to get to on Thursday night. Before that, make sure you are subscribed to the Hockey Gambling Podcast on Apple, on Spotify, on Pocket Casts, on Podbean, on YouTube. Subscribe everywhere. Follow on Twitter at HockeySGPN.
Podbean.
That's a real thing, I'm pretty sure. It's something like that. Podbean. Yeah, podbean.com. There you go.
All right.
It's get in the Discord, sg.pn/Discord, and follow on Twitter at HockeySGPN. If you're a new listener, if you're looking to get involved with the podcast, hit us up on Twitter at HockeySGPN or in the Discord. Like for social help, producers, if you want to guest host or host sometime, hit us up on Twitter at HockeySGPN or myself at rgilbertsop.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
Yeah,
I'm tired of talking so much.
Yeah, we haven't really done any huge slates yet, even, and like it's already been a lot of just us two. So it'd be nice to have a third voice in there as well. Of course, NBA is coming up soon, so make sure you check out the NBA Gambling Podcast. They have a win total contest. Winner gets a $250 SGPN gift card. Head to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/NBA contest to enter today before the season starts. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/NBA contest. All right, no real news in the past 24 hours. Only thing I noticed for tonight's game is that apparently JJ Peterka is back. So he wasn't cursed by Parker, the underbetter. So good to see him back on the top line for Buffalo. But besides that, Joel, are you ready to get into this 11-game slate for Thursday, October 17th?
Yes, sir.
All right, kicking us off in Florida. We've got the Vancouver Canucks at the Florida Panthers. Panthers -118, Canucks at -102. Total is at 6, overpaying off -115 with the under at -105. Take it away here with your Canucks.
Right. Yeah, another unfortunate result there with the Canucks against the Lightning, but a lot of that has to do with Vasilevsky being just unreal. Like he's been vintage Vasi over the first couple games. Like we did not see I don't know if we saw this many good performances from him all last year. Like he was elite against the Hurricanes. He was elite against the Canucks. And once again, the Canucks special teams continue to disappoint. So they got to get that turned around. And now they're going against a Panthers team who are coming back home after a 4-game road trip. And now, coming back home after their province or their state got ravaged by a couple of hurricanes. I think that this is a David Mullins special. I think that the team coming home after a 4-game road trip, and given the peculiar circumstances, this creates an excellent spot for the Canucks. So once again, I'm going to go down to the well. I'm going to go to the well with the Canucks here at -102. My number is Panthers -106, even with the injuries to the Panthers. But yeah, I think the Canucks get this one. I think we get a great performance out of them. They haven't been playing badly. Like all 3 games, they've been in it. They just got a bit of bad luck, bad shooting percentage. Like it's like the opposite of the start. Hashtag the start last year when the Canucks were shooting at a 15% clip. So yeah, I like the Canucks here quite a bit. I did bet them, so I like that. I also like the over 6. He wasn't terrible against the Lightning. I think it'll be Lankinen for this one. And then we'll get Bobrovsky for the Panthers. But still, the Canucks are trying new things. They're trying to get the offense going, and I think that'll lead to goals. Panthers have been playing some over games as well. They've been playing a little loose. So, yeah, the over 6, I think, at only -115 is a pretty good bet. But the only thing I bet so far is the Canucks side here.
Yeah, I mean, looking at this just like in a vacuum, you think Panthers -118 is kind of a steal here, but you mentioned it. Panthers coming back from a 4-game road trip. This is going to be their 3rd game in 4 nights. And I mean, 2 emotional games to end the road trip. At Boston, one of their biggest rivals, then at Columbus for the Johnny Gaudreau ceremony. So got outplayed in Columbus, outshot 38-22, still came away with the win. Meanwhile, Vancouver hasn't. They played one game since Friday, 1 game in the past 4 days down there in Florida in Tampa Bay. You said Vasilevsky was huge for Tampa, which isn't too shocking given that he had a full off season of health. And, on top of that, Alexander Barkov is out for the Florida Panthers, the reigning Selke Trophy winner. So, I like Lundell, I like Bennett, but sliding them up to, top line, second line, and just Boquist, third line. Well, that's the other thing. He had an illness. I feel like he would have traveled to Columbus if he could have. So it wouldn't be shocking if he doesn't play on here, but maybe he just waiting for him to come home. So that's something to keep an eye on. If he's rolled out, definitely take the Canucks, especially if they don't get money. Yeah, but I mean, Canucks out of their way here on the road, on a mission. First road trip of the year. Love them here -102. If you can get plus odds somewhere, you can get even money at Bet Rivers. But here at -102, I think it's a good price for Vancouver. And I do agree on the over. I mean, you trust Bobrovsky a little bit, but Lankinen can give up 3 or 4. Canucks would probably score 3 or 4 themselves. So lean to the over, with only play being on the Canucks here. All right, going down to the 7 o'clock time slot again. We have the Vegas Golden Knights at the Tampa Bay Lightning. Game itself is in Tampa Bay. Lightning are -135. Golden Knights are +114. Total is at 6, over at -115, under at -105 here. Lightning have only played 2 games so far, both 4-1 wins at Carolina and then at home against Vancouver. We just talked about that one. Vegas hit the road after a 3-game homestand and lost in Washington. That was a game that I had the Knights. Not sure if Joel did as well.
I did.
Yeah, so 0-1 on the road for the Knights after starting the season 3-0 at home. I'm leaning Tampa Bay's way here. -135 might be a bit much for me to bet them, but if I had to play it, I would be taking them here. They're pretty much healthy. Gabriel Fortier is the only guy on the IR for them. Vegas is without William Karlsson, still trying to get Tomas Hertl and what other wingers they have? They got Olofsson up there with Jack Eichel kind of forcing the way there. So leaning to the Lightning, -135 is a bit much for me though. So staying away for now. As far as the total goes, probably lean under. Tampa Bay has allowed 2 goals through 2 games so far. Vegas, I mean, they had 8 against Colorado, but then 4-3 and 2 at Washington. So under 6 at -105 might be my best play for this game, but I'm not betting anything here yet.
Interesting. I'm going the other way on both of those, and I bet both of the opposite sides there. I love the Golden Knights here. My number is something. It's only -106 for the Lightning, so even in the power rating side, I love the Golden Knights. Golden Knights coming off a loss against the Capitals. I know the Knights were a bad road team last year, and the Lightning are historically a good home team, but I don't know. The Lightning, they've been playing fine, but I think been bailed out by some great Vasilevsky performances, and I'm not exactly trusting that to be sustainable. So I like the higher scoring team here. Give me the Golden Knights plus 114 and the over 6 at minus 115. I like that as well. Golden Knights, they've been playing a very offensive style of hockey. That game should have gone over against the Capitals as well. It was like 4-2 before the end of the second period, and it somehow stayed 4-2. Not that I bet that, but for the salami purposes, I was paying attention to it. But yeah, so I love the over. I love the Knights here. Definitely betting both those. Maybe parlay them together if you want. I think they're correlated because the Golden Knights, when they get in these high scoring affairs, they typically come out on top. So yeah, Knights here over. Let's see some goals. Vasilevsky's human after all. Let's put some past him.
All right, well, we'll see what happens there. All right, going down to the 7 p.m. time slot again with the New Jersey Devils at the Ottawa Senators. Game itself is in Ottawa. Sens are even money. Devils minus 120. Got a 6.5 total here, overpaying off even money, and the under at minus 120. Joel, what do you got for these two teams?
Ton of respect for the Senators here, only being basically a pick 'em, even money here at home against the New Jersey Devils, who are the presumptive favorites to win the division. I don't quite understand this line. I love the Devils here. They did not play great against the Hurricanes, but Markstrom was a beast, and I expect him to be great again. And yeah, like the Devils are playing much better defensively. We saw Siegenthaler. He's been playing well lately. He's already got like a dozen block shots. He's rebounded after a bad year last year. Dougie Hamilton is playing more defensively minded. Like Sheldon Keefe has got this team playing a different way. I love the way they're playing. They shut out the Utah Coyotes, who are the best defensive team in the league before they strolled into Jersey. Yeah, the Devils here. My line is minus 122, but I think that's light. I think it should be higher than that. So minus 120 here would be a bet. I love that. The total is interesting because both these coaches do want to play a more defensive style, even though they're inheriting teams that play historically a more offensive style. So, you know, like if this was last year, over 6.5 would be a smash bet. But this year, the way they're playing, it's a little more questionable. I still lean to the over. I don't want to take too many unders this early in the season, the way things are going. So yeah, the over 6.5, I think I might even end up betting that because, yeah, we got so much firepower on both sides. And the only question is Travis Green's got to be fucking furious the way that his defense played in the last game against the Kings with allowing 7 goals there in regulation. So that could be a bit of a concern, but lean to the over, but definitely a bet on the Devils here. I think that they are a much better team than this line suggests.
I completely agree with you there on the Devils minus 120. Just I don't understand the respect for the Sens. I guess 2-1, 2-0 at home this year, wins against Florida, and then 8-7 against the Kings. But like that's just an insane game. And like after that, it's hard to take an under 6.5 minus 120. There is like a minus 110 under 6.5 out there, which I would probably lean that way just because, yeah, the Devils were an over team last year because their goaltending was awful. Now they got Markstrom, got Jake Allen as the backup. He beat Utah, so he was the first goalie to get wins against all 33 franchises or whatever. So yeah, love the Devils here. Last loss on Tuesday, a scheduled loss, home against Utah, then at Carolina. That's a tough spot to go into. Going into Ottawa, though, I don't think the Devils should have too much of an issue, especially because I'm seeing Linus Ullmark is day-to-day with some sort of muscle strain here. So he's an option for Thursday night, but I'm drawing a blank on who the Sens backup is. Is it
Forsberg? There's
Forsberg,
also Sogard.
Yeah. Forsberg and Sogard are the two there. So if it's Ullmark, I'm less confident in my Devils play, but I'm right there with you. I'm going to bet the Devils here minus 120. Would probably play them up to minus 130 or higher. They're minus 136 right now at a different book. So that's probably as high as I would go for the Devils, but going to stay away on the total. If it moves a bit, if we get goalie news, maybe I'll take it, but would lean to the under, but the Ottawa 15-goal game on Saturday scares me. So just the Devils minus 120 here for me. All right, we are brought to you by Underdog. Underdog Pick'em has one of the biggest menus for all sports: NHL, football, MLB, MMA, WNBA, NASCAR, and more. Boost Over is upon us, which means you're getting a spooky amount of profit boost and much more. And with NBA tipping off, every NBA pick'em entry from 10/19 to the 27th will be boosted. So sign up with promo code HGP to claim your special pick and first-time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code HGP. All right, going down to the 7 p.m. time slot again. We have the Dallas Stars at the Washington Capitals. Game itself is in D.C. Caps are plus 120. Stars are minus 142. Over-under is at 6. Over at minus 102. The under at minus 118 here. Throwing this one back to you, Joel. Kind of a similar line, I feel like, in my mind, with the road favorites not being respected enough.
Yeah, not quite. I mean, my line is minus 138 for the Stars. Definitely lean that way. They are playing pretty good hockey. Kind of sloppy performance against the Sharks, but of course they were taking that opponent pretty lightly, so you can understand maybe not the best performance there, but they did come through in the end. And yeah, I do think that we get that kind of game. Like both these teams tend to play these overtime games, so maybe the draw would be a play here, plus 360, plus 370, whatever the line is at. But I definitely lean to the Stars here for a side. Far superior team. It's just, I don't know. The Capitals, they played pretty well against the Knights, I thought, last night. And so that's a little bit worrying. But yeah, first game of a road trip, you do like to back teams in that spot and want to get off to a good start, so you won't get a sluggish performance out of them like we saw against when they played the Sharks. So yeah, minus 142 here for the Stars would be my lean. I have not bet this game. Maybe I have. I don't know. I bet things all the time. I forget the numbers. I haven't written it down. But yeah, Stars are bust. And I do like the over though. Over 6 at minus 102. Very cheap price there for Stars, who are historically and currently a very high scoring team and not getting the best goaltending. Ottinger, I know he's been good, but he's not elite. I don't think that he deserves to be lower than 10-1 in the Vezina market right now. So the over 6, I think, is a good bet as well with the way the Capitals are playing well. They got some offense going. They put Ovechkin on the right wing. He scores a goal. I didn't think he'd be moved to the right wing, but he did, and it paid off apparently for Spencer Carberry, who apparently is an innovative genius there, just switching Ovechkin up after it's shit's not working. This guy's gonna be the greatest goal scorer of all time. Let's put him on the right wing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the over 6 I think is a decent look as well as the Stars money line.
Yeah, I like the Stars here as well, as I alluded to, minus 142. They've been they took the Sharks lightly, got them to a shootout. But yeah, that draw call out's pretty good. I'm seeing plus 310 here on DraftKings. You can probably get it better elsewhere. Both meetings last season went 5-4 to the Stars in a shootout and then in overtime. So there's definitely credence to the draw play, to the overplay too. But looking at these Dallas games, like besides the opener in Nashville, 4-3. Was 3-0 against the Isles, 2-0 against Seattle, and then 3-2 in the shootout against San Jose. So, I don't know if they're playing more defensively. I haven't really watched many of their games besides the Nashville one, but I'm just still not a believer in the Capitals whatsoever. Sure, got a win against Vegas. Good Logan Thompson revenge game there, but I think Dallas is just a much better team, Stanley Cup contender, and Caps are on the playoff bubble here. So, yeah, love the Stars, minus 142. I'm seeing them as high as minus 155, so bet this early if you can. Would probably play them up to around minus 150. But for the total, I guess I would lean to the over there, but just given Dallas's recent play over the past 3 games, I know it's not a large sample size. Could maybe see like a Dallas 4-2 win to get a push, but I'm not confident enough to play the total either way here. All right, going down to the 7 p.m. time slot again. We have the Buffalo Sabres at the Columbus Blue Jackets. Game itself is in Columbus. Jackets are plus 114. Sabres minus 135. Total at 6.5. Over at minus 115. Under at minus 105 here. Going to be a back-to-back for the Sabres. I believe Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen is in net currently against the Penguins. So it's going to be Devin Levi, who had a good start against the Devils in the second game of the year. He also had a win apparently in another game. He's 1-1 with a 9-19. So I don't know. I kind of like you can't bet on the Jackets at plus 114. I don't care if the Sabres are bad and they're in a back-to-back, but I don't know. If anything, I would lean Sabres way here, -135. I do want to see what happens tonight with them. Looks like
They're up to nothing.
currently up to nothing. So that's some good news there. If they can, coast to a win, roll 4 lines, like it even more. So just a lean to the Sabres right now at -135. For the total, probably a lean to the over. Don't really trust either of these teams. No, I like Devin Levi more than I like the Blue Jackets. So yeah, Sabres and the under be my 2 plays, but haven't bet this and probably won't.
Yeah, this is a tough one. Of course, they're playing today, currently, as you said, and yeah, if it were a neutral game state, if the Blue Jackets were not, or the Sabres were not on back-to-back, my line would be -138 for the Sabres. So slight value there. Maybe just wait a bit. Like the team that are playing the team on a back-to-back usually get the money. So, you expect the money to fall for the Sabres. We got Devon Levi in that tomorrow. I don't know if there's much of a difference between him and Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. But yeah, if you want to bet the Blue Jackets, I would say do it now. Or if you want to bet the Sabres, do it later. Like that's really the only advice. I'm probably not betting this game. It's a tough one, especially the way things are going. Oh, the Penguins just scored. So we got a high-scoring game there. 2-1 through 12 minutes in the first period in Pittsburgh. Yeah, and as for the total, the under 6.5, I think is kind of appealing. But the Blue Jackets, given the way they're playing defensively, their goaltending is suspect, and he really doesn't expect the Sabres to score to get this total over. So maybe the Sabres team total over would be a look. But like I said, I'm not betting this game. This one is filthiness written all over it. I got nothing for this one. I hope the Sabres win. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, Devin Levi. I mean, in Prague, he made 34 saves on 37 shots against the Devils, and then against the Panthers, made 23 saves on 25 shots. So 2 good opponents there. He's played well against. So maybe there's some good stuff there with Devin Levi between the pipes. Going down to 7 p.m. time slot again. Got the Los Angeles Kings at the Montreal Canadiens. Game itself is in Montreal. Canadians are +105. Kings are -125. Totals at 6. Over at -120. Under at even money. Another back-to-back here. I believe it's going to be Darcy Kemper. No, Phoenix Copley tomorrow because Dave Rittich puts it tonight. So, Joel, what do you have for this one?
Yeah, even at the back-to-back, I've got the Kings only as -113 favorites. And that's pretty much right down the middle there if you factor out the VIG. And yeah, with the Kings on the back-to-back playing against the Leafs tonight, I think the Canadians have a great chance here to respond after a loss to the Pittsburgh Penguins. And yeah, I think the Canadians have a lot of upside. So getting them here as dogs, I think is a good number. Once again, you expect the money to go their way overnight. With the Kings on the back-to-back and their backup goaltender starting tomorrow. And of course, the Kings still without Drew Doughty. Love the Canadians here. +105. Definitely bet this one. Lead of the over 6 too with the backup goalie there and the way the Canadians are playing. Hopefully we get Lane Hudson on that first power play unit at some point because he looks fire. Like every time I turn the Canadians game on, he's just so dynamic playing. I think he's been the best rookie so far, honestly, that I've seen. Anyway, I haven't seen Stankoven, but I'm familiar with his game from last year. So fair enough to him. He's a Vancouver kid or a BC kid anyway. Anyway, give me the Canadians here. Lean to the over. We'll see where this number goes. Probably goes up with the confirmation of Copley starting. But yeah, either way, I think we see some goals in this game, and hopefully the Canadians come out with the win. I love the Canadian side here. Once again, I think I bet the Canadians every game except for their loss against the Bruins.
Yeah, Canadians here +105, home dogs, 2-1 at home so far this season. So like that there. Seeing +110 as of right now. So, get this at plus money while you can. I know Darcy Kemper is day-to-day, so he could come back for Thursday, but the fact that they recalled Copley isn't probably a good sign there. Drew Doughty's still out. Joel Edmondson is on non-roster injured reserve. Not sure. Personal issue there. Not sure what's really going on there, but another defenseman out for...
He sucks.
Another defenseman out for the Kings. Apparently it doesn't matter, according to Joel here. But yeah, the Kings just lost 8-7 in overtime. 2-1 in Boston in overtime. Yeah, Montreal, think they're going to bounce back here at home, plus 105. Still like Martin St. Louis for Jack Adams. And unfortunately, yeah, Lane Hudson could end up being Matt Michkov's main competition for the Calder, which would be a good race. It could be a good race there because I think
It'd be ideal for me. The only two guys that bet, seriously.
Stankoven's going to get the points, but I think he'll need to like significantly outperform both of them to get it, because like the voters know he's playing with better line mates. He had the 24 games, but we'll see what happens there. But yeah, for this one, Habs plus 105, and then a lean to the over 6 at minus 120. All right, going down to the 7:30 p.m. time slot, we have the New York Rangers at the Detroit Red Wings. Game itself is in Detroit. Red Wings are plus 124, Rangers minus 148. Total is at 6.5, overpaying off even money. Under at minus 120 here. Just saw this game on Monday night in New York. We had the Rangers with a 4-1 win, with Derek Lalonde praising Igor Shesterkin there. Red Wings 1-2 so far. Only win is a home win against the Preds, in which they got outshot 42-22. The Red Wings are just, I don't know. We've been shitting on them for almost a calendar year now, possibly more than that here.
Since the start of the podcast, because I'm an Avalanche fan here.
Yeah, that's true. So, yeah, I like the Rangers here a lot, minus 148. It's getting a bit steep. It's minus 142 out there, but just a much better team, better goaltending. Didn't like Ville Husso get waived or something? I don't even know what the Red Wings situation is right now. So yeah, give me the Rangers here, minus 148. Yeah, looks like it's Alex Lyon, Cam Talbot tandem there for Detroit. So fading Detroit all year long. I'm going to continue that here with the Rangers at minus 148. For a total, probably lean to the under 6.5, but I'm not playing that at minus 120. Maybe an under 6 at even money. See another 4-1 win, but just play the Rangers here, minus 148.
Yeah, this is a tough one for me. Both teams that I'm historically not high on, especially this year with the Red Wings. But my number has only got the Rangers at minus 127. So that just shows how much disrespect I'm showing the team in the white and blue. So yeah, I hate to say it, but I do lean towards the Red Wings here. Like after getting embarrassed against the Red Wings the other game, they're off to a tough start. I really wish they lose. But if I had to bet the game, I would bet the Red Wings plus 124, I think, is just. Then again, like if we're being consistent. We don't think the Red Wings are a playoff team, and the Rangers are going to be a contender for the Metro. I think I got to adjust my numbers. I don't think that I have downgraded the Red Wings enough. I don't think I upgraded the Rangers enough. So Shesterkin's played very well. Other than that game against the Coyotes, and the Coyotes have embarrassed a few goaltenders now. I have to lean your way, but my numbers don't suggest that. But I don't think that they're right. So fuck the numbers. Give me the Rangers here, minus 148. That would be my lean anyway. I haven't bet this game. Probably won't bet it at all. And for the total, yeah, this does scream like an under game. I think we do see a better performance from the Red Wings defense. Rangers, again, they rely on the power play. Both teams really rely on the power play. So it's all about the special team. So maybe like a power play over 1.5 goals or something like that would be the play. I don't know. Like this game is just I'm just gonna be hoping the Rangers win because fuck the Red Wings in general. But betting wise, I got nothing for you guys. Like over 1.5 power play goals. That's my lean.
Yeah. Apparently Chris Kreider is day-to-day with an illness. He missed practice today. And I didn't realize in their game on Monday, the Red Wings had 56.5% of the expected goal share. At this point in the season, like I don't feel comfortable laying minus 150 or more on really any team, especially a road favorite. Like at this point in the year, you just we're kind of seeing what these teams are. You still get the teams getting up for their home games a little bit extra. So I'm not betting this one either, but I do lean to the Rangers. All right, going down to the 8 p.m. time slot. We have the New York Islanders at the St. Louis Blues. Game itself is in St. Louis.
So excited.
Blues are plus 114. Islanders are minus 135. Total set at 6. Over is paying off minus 102 with the under at minus 118 here. Yeah, if I could just never talk about either of these teams again, I would be happy. So for this one, a lean to the you want to lean to the under because they don't really have much offense, but isn't like okay, Sorokin's not hurt or something anymore. I don't know. Lean to the Blues here at home plus 114. I'm not betting this game. You shouldn't bet this game either, but like I lean that way plus 114 total under 6 minus 118. But this isn't even an official lean to track. This is just me. If I had to pick it, I would take those two.
Yeah, unfortunately, looking at my numbers, they're telling me to bet the Blues. I want to ignore my numbers again. I only have the Islanders as minus 113 here. I don't know what's going on. Like, have I not downgraded the Blues enough? Like, come on. They lost fairly significantly against the Wild, 4-1 loss. We got a goalie goal in that game as well from Gustafsson. That was pretty sick with like 10 seconds left in the game to win the game 4-1 for the Wild. Good for us. That was one of our few winning bets yesterday. Man, but the Blues suck. And the Islanders, coming off that win against the Avalanche, they have a few days rest here. And obviously, goaltending wise, I assume it's still Varlamov. I mean, unless
it says Sorokin's likely, according to Left Wing Lock here, which is citing a tweet from Ethan Strauss. Patrick Wallace said Sorokin will likely start tomorrow, but is yet to discuss with Piero Greco, which I'm assuming is the goalie coach.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I might pivot here. I'm going to stay away from the side because I do think the Islanders win, but yeah, minus 135 is just too steep a price to pay for a road favorite. But we're going to pivot here. We're going to go with the over 6, minus 102, with Sorokin his first game back after back surgery.
Second game, apparently. Apparently, he's already started one.
He played against the Avs?
I
didn't watch that.
He's
game.
1-0, 2.0 goals against.
So he must have played against the Avs. Okay. All right. Well,
against the Avs, yeah.
All the same. I think we're going to go with the over 6 anyway. Islanders are playing a more offensive style of hockey than they were under Lane Lambert or Barry Trotz, under Patrick Waugh. So the over 6 here, I think, is calling me. Bennington has not been as good as he was last year. So we're going to see some goals. I think it's terrifying betting an over in this kind of game. We're gonna back on some power play goals. I think we're gonna be hoping and dreading. It's gonna be like 3-2, like halfway through the third period. We're just gonna be begging for somebody to put the puck in the net. But we're gonna tread that line. Let's lean to the over 6. I haven't bet this game, but that's the only way I would look right now. I mean, I think the Islanders win. I just can't get there to this number. Minus 135 is just too steep. So, yeah, I hope the Islanders win, but over 6 would be the only lean.
Yeah, I'm going to call it here. I'm probably going to throw $1 or $2 on it. Islanders to win with a shutout, 11-1. Mr. Sorokin shutout against the Blues here.
Okay, I like it.
All right, we are brought to you by Rhythm. It's the #1 AI-powered sports betting platform to help provide bettors of all levels the ability to build custom models in seconds and get predictions for betting on all types of lines. You can build your own model, copy a model, or Rhythm can build one for you. Predictions for every game and prop. They have stats, research, and trend analysis to give you even more betting insights. Claim your 7-day free trial today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM. And of course, BetUS, bet with the best in the business. BetUS. BetUS has been around for more than 30 years. Easily deposit using cryptocurrency and get lightning fast payouts. Sign up and deposit $100, and you have a chance to win a 1960 Ford Mustang. Use our link to sign up. Get a 125% deposit bonus on your first 3 deposits. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/betus. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/betus. Promo code SGPN so they know we sent you. All right, going down to the 8 p.m. time slot again. We have the Edmonton Oilers at the Nashville Predators. Game itself is in Smashville. Preds are minus 118. Preds are minus 102. Oilers are minus 118. Totals at 6.5. Both the over and under about at minus 110. Jolie, what do you have for this one?
Tough start for both these clubs. Predators 0-3.
Mm-hmm.
Oilers barely came out with the win against the Flyers. So they're 1-3. And yet another disallowed goal for them. I don't know what they were doing, challenging that first goal on Michkov. But anyway, you get what you asked for. Yeah. The Predators are still getting a ton of respect in the market here, despite their slow start. you can understand it somewhat. They're still getting used to each other. A very new top six, of course. Saros has only played the one game against the Kraken. He got lit up. Let in 6 goals, I think. And then a 7th an empty netter. But yeah, my number is only minus 115 for the Oilers. So I'm right in line on market here again. But I think we're going to go with the over 6.5 once more in a Predators game. They still play a more offensive style of hockey. Oilers defense is terrible, but they're getting their offense going somewhat. The power play is still not clicking, nowhere near it was like last year. But I do think that we do see some goals in this one. So the over 6.5 would be my play. Yeah, the Predators, they got to get it going. They got to get the offense rolling. Bit unfortunate in their results so far, but I do think that they pick things up eventually as the Marchessault, Stamkos get more accustomed to the system. Of course, Brady Shea on the back end as well. Dealing with loss of McDonough has been a problem defensively, but and getting Saros back is going to be huge because what is it, Wedgwood, Blackwood, one of the
Wedgwood's a backup now.
Yeah, Wedgwood. Okay, one of the Woods. He's not been good. So Saros has got to get it going as well. And once he does, like the Predators gonna be a force later on in the season. Their odds to win shit haven't dropped dramatically. So I do think that the Predators will win some games pretty quickly here. But this one is a tough spot with the Oilers, the first game of a road trip. And you know what? Fuck that. Give me the Predators. minus 102. I like them to win this game. Oilers are they're stumbling. And the Predators, this is like, they can't lose 4 games in a row. The home spot here, I like them minus 102. Give me the Predators. Give me the over 6.5. Let's see some goals. Let's see some Predators goals. And give me a 4-3 Preds win.
Yeah, I completely agree there on the Preds minus 102. This is one of the spots where it's an early season overreaction, but the Preds are 0-3. They start 0-4 with this new team. They got the Red Wings coming up. They'll probably beat them, but if they're 0-4, get in their own heads. But coming back from a bad loss to Seattle 7-3, UC Saros is going to want to get back in there, play well against the Oilers. So, their top guys were not shut down by the Flyers, but couldn't really get too much going until the third period or so. Going to be the first road game this season for Edmonton. Nashville's been at home since earlier this week. So I think Nashville gets it done minus 102. This could very well be a fantastic playoff series. I would love to see that come April or May, but right now, the Preds are struggling, but they're going to get it turning around sometime. I like them here. I'm going to bet them. If they lose, I'll probably double down. They play the Red Wings at home on Saturday, so we'll talk about that later. But yeah, give me the Preds here minus 102. You can find even money at some books, like that even better. So Preds as home dogs, like that a lot. Not quite as strong on the over with you, but I would lean that way. I think Edmonton's clearly capable of scoring 2 or 3, as are the Preds. So I do lean to the over 6.5, especially at a minus 108, kind of smaller number there. But my only play so far is the Preds at minus 102.
Just bet them plus 106. Bet online.
Ooh, excellent. All right, going down to 840 here. We have the San Jose Sharks at the Chicago Blackhawks. Game itself is in Chicago. Blackhawks, or the Blackwood, if you will, is minus 192. The Sharks are plus 160. Total is at 6. Both here around minus 110. I think Macklin Celebrini eligible to be back for this one, but probably wouldn't be. I haven't really looked into that, but either way, I can't bet the Blackhawks at minus 192 favorites. I don't care if the San Jose is that bad. San Jose's forced overtime twice, 2-0 loss to Anaheim. So yeah, if I had to play this one, I'm not going to, because luckily it's not in San Jose and the only 10:30 game, but I would take the Sharks plus 160 here. Just don't trust the Blackhawks whatsoever. Oh, but I remember I was looking at this game before. It's the Blackhawks home opener, which kind of explains the minus 192 inflated price there. So if you want to bet this game, wait and bet on the Sharks close to puck drop. I imagine this line will go up, but otherwise, I got nothing for you.
You know what? I don't think it will go up because my number has only got the Blackhawks as minus 135. So I have, once again, we got a dirty fucking dog here with the San Jose Sharks. Home openers have not done well this year. Like, I think most of them have lost, to be honest. So we're not going to factor that in at all. We're going to back the Sharks here. I just bet plus 169 again at the same book. I love the Sharks here. Like, this number is crazy. The Blackhawks should not be minus 192 favorites against anybody, even the Sharks without Celebrini. And the Sharks have been competitive, like in all their games. They've been in it. Like, yeah, okay, they got shut up by the Ducks, but that was a competitive game. They just couldn't score. They forced the Stars to overtime. They almost beat the Blues. And the Blackhawks, yeah, okay, they beat the Oilers. They forced the Jets to overtime, okay, but these are pretty comparable teams. And I don't think that they are this far apart. Minus 192. Like, that should just like let me do the math here. Let me input it here. Okay, 66% chance to win. I don't think that they should be that high. So yeah, give me the Sharks here all day long. Plus 160. Love this bet. The total is kind of scary because both teams have shown that they've struggled to score, especially without Celebrini in the lineup, who showed a lot of promise in his first game against the Blues. So yeah, I'm staying away from the total. Would lean to the under if I had to play the total, but fuck, man, I love the Sharks here. Maybe what's the line of the Blackhawks team total? I want to see what that is. It's gonna be under 3.5 at a pretty good number, I think.
Pulling it up here. Team totals.
So the Sharks can
Blackhawks under 3.5 minus 130.
That's not bad. I like it. Just force the Blackhawks to score in bunches. Okay. Yeah, because Bedard's their only real threat on offense, I think. Like, well, I watched a lot of that game against the Flames the other night, not last night. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it done, so I'm turning my back on them, and we're going to back the Sharks here. So, yeah, the under 3.5 team total is pretty good for the Blackhawks and the Sharks money line as well.
Let's give me the draw plus 330 here. Sharks have gone to overtime, I think, twice so far. Blackhawks have gone once, so I like that here between two just shit teams. Oh no, I closed out of the steering tab, but we're going down to the 10 p.m. time slot. We got the final game on the docket here. It's my Philadelphia Flyers at the Seattle Kraken. Game itself is in Seattle. Kraken are minus 135. Flyers are plus 114. Total is at 6, overpaying off plus 100 with the under at minus 120 here. I love the Flyers in this spot, plus 115. Dave Malinsky special here as well. Seattle coming home. Had the home opener, went on a 3-game road trip. This is going to be their 4th game, I think, in 6 days here at Minnesota, at Dallas, at Nashville. Coming off that big 7-3 win. Coming home, going to be comfy, going to be with their families, going to be feeling good. Flyers coming off a tough overtime loss in Edmonton. Still in game mode, still in business mode. Should be Sam Ersson between the pipes. He's looked like a brick wall against both Vancouver and Edmonton. So, love the Flyers here. Plus 115. For a total. Probably lean to the over 6 at plus 100. Flyers power play. They've scored in all 3 games so far. Their penalty kill is dangerous as well. They have at least one shorthanded goal. Travis Konechny scoring. So, Flyers plus 114 would be my play here.
Yeah, you referenced the Malinsky special. Of course, you do need 4 games on the road trip to be technically that, but I'll credit that because they did come off a big win against the Predators. My line is only minus 122 here for the Kraken, right in between the numbers, so no value there. And the Flyers have been in every game. Like, they've been competitive, even in losses, they've been good. And so I would lean that way, but I probably not betting this game unless we get some money on the Kraken. Maybe we'll get a better number of the Flyers. If that happens, then I'll be backing them. But right now, I'm staying away from that. But the over 6 and even money, I think, is pretty good because the Kraken are playing a more offensive style. They're still not getting great goaltending from Joey Decourt or Philip Grubauer. And Ersson, he's been really good, but I don't know. Is he even going to play tomorrow? Because has he played every game so far?
Fedotov started the one in Calgary.
Yeah, that's right.
So.
Okay, so it's probably going to be Ersson again. He's been pretty good, but still, the over 6, even money. I think that the market is still respecting the Kraken as this defensive team, but they are opening things up more under Dan Bylsma. So The over 6 at even money would be my play. I would look around for maybe a better number on that. You could find even over 5.5.
5.5 minus 120. I'm seeing out there.
Yeah, that's a little better than even money at plus or over 6. So yeah, the over would be my only bet on this one.
All right, that's the 11 game slate. Only got one late game. Got an 8:30, then a 10 o'clock, and that's it for Thursday night. All right, we got our hockey gambling podcast puck buck bets here. Nothing to go over yet for tonight's games, of course, but we can get into Thursday's games. I'll just list mine off here. All of these bets are going to be either to win 20 puck bucks or 20 puck bucks if they're underdogs. I'm taking the Canucks minus 102, the Devils minus 120, the Stars minus 142, Habs plus 105, Preds minus 102, and the Flyers plus 114.
Oh shit!
Spraying the board here. Spraying the board for the
nice. I'll join you on the Canucks. Give me whatever number you got.
Minus 102
for whatever puck bucks.
20, 25.
Let's do 20 for that because I'm losing money. And give me the Knights. What's the number on that one again? Plus,
I crossed that one out. I can pull it back up.
I mean, you can get plus 120, plus 122, plus one.
Knights plus 114. I'm seeing is what we gave.
Good enough. Give me 20 puck bucks on the Knights.
20 puck bucks on
give
that.
me the over 6 on that one as well. What's the number on that?
The over 6 in the Knights Lightning over 6 is minus 115.
Okay, not the best number, but we'll work with it. 25 puck bucks there. And
right.
Give me the Sharks. Give me the fucking Sharks. No, wait. Blackhawks team total under 3.5 minus 130.
All right.
Let's go with that one. 25 puck bucks
25
there.
on that one. All right.
And what else did I like tomorrow? Yeah, you took Montreal. You took the Preds.
You can take them. You can take them too. That's fine.
No, I'll take one. I'll take the Devils. What's the number on that one? Minus 120?
Minus 120, yeah.
25 puck bucks there. That's good enough.
All right. I'm going to try to fill that out real quickly and share the screen. You got any picks for Thursday Night Football? Anything coming up, Joel? Any futures you've bet recently?
I bet Nick Bosa, mainly just tailing my guy, Drew Dinsick, 18-1 to win Defensive Player of the Year, just because he's got this underlying stats, and the 49ers are projected to be this great team. And I do have some TJ Watt bets, but I don't think that the Steelers are going to keep this up. I mean, they might not even be a playoff team. So I gotta back it up, and I'm just covering my ass with some Nick Bosa there. And yeah, without Hutchinson in the market now, like he had I think he had the sacks lead. If not, he was really high up there, and now he's going to be up for the rest of the year. So that creates a vacuum in the market. So Nick Bosa for Defensive Player of the Year, just echoing my guy from Bet the Edge from the deep dive, Drew Dinsick. Like that bet. Yeah, I haven't bet anything for Thursday Night Football though. I hope the Broncos win.
It's not a good game, is it? It's Broncos
Saints.
Oh, it's your Saints.
Yeah, it's two of my teams, I guess, but I hope the Broncos win. Just put the Saints out of their misery. There's still some hope for Sean Payton, Coach of the Year, at least. So hopefully that keeps up. Bo Nix, Rookie of the Year as well.
All right, I got the puck bucks here. The ones in bold. I am on the left. Joel is on the right. There. If you're on YouTube or want to pull up to the YouTube to check them out, that's them there. Those are mine. And then
you list them off
for the 17th. I have the Canucks minus 102, Devils minus 120, Stars minus 142, Canadians plus 105, Predators minus 102, and Flyers plus 114. Joel has the Canucks minus 102, Golden Knights plus 114, Golden Knights Lightning over 6 minus 115, Blackhawks team total under 3.5 minus 130, and the Devils minus 120 there.
You know what? One more. Give me the Sharks plus 160. Because I'm going to kill myself if it's like a 5-4 Sharks
How much you want on them?
Just put 15.
15. All right, there you go. I'm going to bold that one for the viewers there. But yeah, that's Yeah, I'm liking this new bankroll system rather than having to be locked into one pick being worth 2 units, and if you lose out, you're just
Yeah, you've been
fucked.
complaining about that for 4 years.
No, I was good every other year. I'm good. 2 years ago, I won. All right, not sure if we'll be back tomorrow. Only got 3 games on Friday, but we should be
We
back.
won't be.
No, okay, we won't be at all. No, we should be back on Friday. We got 13 games Saturday, so we'll get into it then. Friday, 9-ish Eastern time. Look for us then. I'm not going away. Joel's not going away, so we should be good there. All right, anything else before we close it out?
Nothing at all.
All right, make sure you subscribe to the Hockey Gambling Podcast on your preferred podcast platform and on YouTube. Comment, like, subscribe there as well. Get in Discord, sg.pn/Discord, and follow us on Twitter at HockeySGPN. Once again, if you're looking to get involved with the podcast, hit me up on Twitter at rgilbertsop or at HockeySGPN, or you can email us, hockeygamblingpodcast@gmail.com. I think that email works. Yeah, the Discord is always good too. But I'm Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at rgilbertsop.
Baby shark, baby shark, baby shark. Let's go, Sharks.
See ya.